and all of the content is there. So again, hosting is a computer that you rent out from a big warehouse that has really fast internet so that your website loads really quickly, and that costs about $10 per month. In step 3, we're going to install WordPress. Again, WordPress is what's called a content management system. It's just a fancy way of saying it helps create your website. And because you're not paying a web developer thousands and thousands of dollars to create your website, you're actually doing it yourself. That obviously is also going to be free. So that is all of the necessary cost involved in creating your website. So just to start out, you're going to need to pay for that domain name, which is $13 a year, and pay for the hosting, which is $10 a month. So your initial cost to get your website on the internet would be $23. But I have a huge discount, and that's going to bring the cost down to $10.37. Now that may change and fluctuate a dollar here or there a little bit, but it should be around there. And I think that's a great deal to get yourself on the internet and broadcasting to the entire world. So the first thing that we're going to do is steps 1 and 2. And luckily we could do that at the same place, HostGator.com. So I'm just going to open up my browser and go to HostGator.com. That's HostGator.com. And I think HostGator is really great. I've been with them for about 12 years. One of the best things is that they have 24/7, 365 live chat support, or you can email them or call them, and the prices are really good. So we have all these options. We have web hosting, cloud hosting, WordPress hosting, etc. But we don't need to pay attention to any of them. The only thing we need to pay attention to is the regular web hosting. Now you might think, why not WordPress hosting? But that just adds a whole bunch of bells and whistles and things that you don't need. So we're just going to stick to basic web hosting. So just go ahead and click on that. So once we do that, there are 3 different plans under web hosting. We have the hatchling plan, the baby plan, and the business plan. And what I recommend is the hatchling plan, because you can upgrade to a plan at any time you want. So if you want to go to hatchling to baby, you can upgrade anytime you want. If you want to go to baby plan to business plan, you can upgrade anytime you want. And I just think the business plan has way too much stuff. You don't need all of the stuff that it includes, and you can always upgrade later. So we don't need the business plan. So between the hatchling plan and the baby plan, the difference is the baby plan lets you have as many domain names or websites as you want. So you can have yourwebsite.com, your dog's website.com, your friend's website.net, your mom's website.org. You can have as many websites as you want, but usually people just start off with one website. So that's why I recommend the hatchling plan, and it is the least expensive, so that's also awesome. All right, so all we have to do is click sign up now. And now we have 2 options here. We can register a new domain, or you can say I already own this domain. So if you bought your domain name already, or your website name already from a place like GoDaddy, and you've already purchased it, then you're going to want to click I already own this domain and fill it out right here. But if you're purchasing a new website name or domain name, then you're going to want to enter it in right here. And here we can choose the extension type. So I usually go with .com, but you can do .online, .site, .store, .website, .tech. Sometimes the .com is not available, so you can use the other ones, or sometimes it's just kind of cool to have a .site or .online or .tech. But that is totally up to you. And once we choose our .com, .net, .org, it's going to ask you, do you want all these other ones? And my advice is no, you don't want all these other ones. They just want to put on and add on some more money. I don't feel like people are going to try to get your same website and copy you. That just doesn't really happen. And so you don't need to do it. The next thing that we have here is domain privacy protection. And what this does is it hides all of your information. So when you buy or purchase a domain name, people can see all of your contact information, like your name and your email and your address. But a lot of people don't like that. I think it's fine personally. But if you don't want that, you can add on domain privacy protection. But I trust people, so I'm just going to unmark that and continue on. Next, it says choose a hosting plan. We've already picked the hatchling plan, which is great. And now it wants to know the billing cycle. So basically for this, the longer that you commit to, so if you pay 36 months upfront, you're going to get a bigger discount, but it's going to cost you more upfront. And the shorter amount of time that you commit for, say 1 month, it's going to cost you less upfront, but you're not getting as big of a discount. So it's really up to you, but I'm going to choose just the month-to-month option, so it costs me the least amount of money upfront. Next, choose a username and security PIN and enter in your billing information. All right, once you do that, you have the option to pay with credit card or PayPal. I'm just going to choose credit card, put in your info and the expiration date. Then it's going to ask you if you want to add on additional services. And again, I don't find that you need it because you can always add them on later if you find that you do need it, but you probably won't need it at all. So I'm just going to uncheck those. then we can see that the amount due is $25.95. But if we put in save code, that's SAVECODE, and click validate, we can see that the amount due goes down to $10.37. Now this is my code and I do get credit for it, so thank you very much. And it is the biggest discount code that there is. And if it isn't, please email me at tylermoore@gmail.com and say, hey, what's up, man? It's not the biggest discount. No, but it really is the biggest discount on the entire internet. And I appreciate you putting it in because it gives me credit and helps me make these free tutorials. So I really appreciate that. Thank you. All right, I'm just going to roll up because sometimes they add on the domain privacy protection after you add on the coupon, but they did this time, so that is good. It's $10.37. And we can remove our order. We have 24/7, 365, phone, live chat, and email support, account activation, money back guarantee, your domain name, and our hashing plan. All right, now you can click I have written and agreed to the service and click checkout now. You are done signing up for hosting. The next thing that we're going to do is install WordPress. So all you have to do is click on hosting, scroll down and click launch quick install. Once you do that, you can exit out of this tab here and scroll down and click on WordPress, and you can select a domain name for installation. Now I have a whole bunch of domain names, but you probably only have one. So I'm just going to choose the domain name I want to install on, and we're going to leave this directory here blank, because if you choose it, then WordPress will install on yourwebsite.com/something instead of yourwebsite.com. So we're just going to leave that blank. We're going to click next, and we're going to enter in a blog title. I'm just going to title this create a website, and you can change this later at any time, so don't worry about it. And for admin user, I'm just going to put in my name, and I'm going to put in my first name, last name, and put in my email address. All right, we're going to make sure automatically create a new database for this installation. It's marked off, and we're going to check the terms of service agreement. Then click install. All right, we're just going to wait for WordPress to install. Really easy. And our installation is complete. So right now, make sure to copy your username and password because it's important, and print it or write it down or just put it in a file or something. All right, now if we check our website, we can see that it is not going to work yet. And that's because the internet needs a little bit of time to realize that you've just got this new domain name. So it takes time to spread throughout the entire world, telling the internet that, hey, this website exists. So we need to wait about 2 hours for our website to work. And it could take as much as 24 hours, but 99% of the time it takes about 2 hours, and sometimes even less. All right, so we just have to wait for that. So I'm going to take a little break right now and come back in a few hours. All right, so I am back, and now I'm going to check the website again. And as you can see, it works. You have a live website on the internet that is your own, that you've built. Now, of course, it doesn't have all of your content in it and the things that you want on it, but a lot of people charge a lot of money just to get you to this place right here. And you did it all yourself, and it was super easy. All right, we can browse around your website, and we can click on Hello World. This is just dummy content that WordPress automatically installs on your website. But that's not very much fun. We want to be able to log in and change it and make it your own. So we can click on this tab and copy this password right here. And now what we want to do is we want to go to yourwebsite.com/WP-ADMIN. And you're going to want to write that down or remember it. Of course, you can Google how do I log into WordPress and find it that way also. But this is how you log into your website. All right, and we know that our username is whatever you set it to, and our password is this big funky password. So we're just going to want to copy our password and paste it right in there and press login. All right, once we're logged in, we can close this tab to keep everything organized. And you can click I don't need help because we're going to be doing all the steps manually, and I think it's better to do it that way anyways. All right, once we do that, the first thing that I like to do is change my password because I can't remember that crazy funky password, so I want it to be something else. So to do that, go to Users and click on your username and scroll all the way down and click Generate Password. I'm going to hide my password here and type in your password, then press Update Profile. So the next thing that we're going to do is delete plugins. And what plugins are is it adds functionality to your website. And that's one of the things that makes WordPress great. Let's say that you want a contact form. Well, by default, WordPress doesn't come with a contact form. So you download a plugin that someone built, and now you have a contact form, or a photo gallery, or an image slider. So plugins add features to your website that people build, and it's really, really cool. But what hosting companies do is they install all of these extra plugins on your website because, well, they get paid to. And of course, they're in the business of, providing a service, but also making money. And that's all right, but we don't want the plugins on our website. So what we're going to do is we're going to click Plugins. And we're going to check this box on top, and from the drop down we're going to press deactivate and apply, and now deactivate all of the plugins. But we still need to delete them, so we're going to check the box again and press delete and apply and press OK. And that will delete all of the plugins on your website so that you can start off fresh. The next thing that we're going to do is update our permalinks, and let me show you what that is. So if we hover up right here and click visit site, we go back to our site and we see this bar up here, and that shows us that we're logged in, so our users aren't going to see that. We just see that. But anyways, if we scroll down and click on the hello world, we can see up here it's ourwebsite.com/index.php/the date, then hello world. But that's due in the tagline. All right, once you're done with that, you can click on publish and exit out of there, and but now our website is blank. So the next thing that we're going to do is add pages to our website. To do that, hover over your title name and go to dashboard and click pages. Then click add new, and you can enter in your page name. We of course need a home page, so I'm just gonna put in home, and we're gonna leave it blank for now. So we're just gonna click on publish. All right, once we do that, we can add another page. So we're just gonna press add new, and we're going to name this one about, and we're going to click on publish, then again click on add new, and we're going to add services and click on publish, then we're going to click on add new, and we're going to put in contact and click publish. Then we can see all of our pages by clicking on pages and see all of the pages right here. Of course, you can add so many different pages. You can add features or pricing or a store page where people can buy things. And you can add a lot more pages. We're just going to have these 4 pages because it is a tutorial and I want to keep it as short as possible, but the options are limitless. All right, so that is how to add pages. We are done doing that. So the next thing that we're going to do is edit our menu. To do that, hover over your name and click visit site. And we're going to add links to this part right here. And we're also going to remove this space right here. So let's click on customize and let's click on top bar. Then click general and uncheck enable top bar. That will remove this space up here. All right, once we do that, we can go back. And now let's add all of our menu items. So just click on menus and click create new menu. Then we can name our menu, and I'm just going to name it main and check it off as the main menu. Then press next and click add items. So we're just going to add home, and we can click on custom link right here and make sure it's our website name. Then we could click add items again and check off about, services, contact, and we can go back. And if we look at the top right of our website, we can see home, about, services, and contact are added to our menu. All right, now we could go back to edit more settings and go to header, then go to general. And we can choose the style of our menu. We can do full